I'm going to show you how I broke the internet and got over 700 leads in the process.
I don't know what to suggest. Who's clever?
Hopefully, there'll be some key takeaways for you that you can apply to your business as well. So a few weeks ago, I was asked to deliver a talk at an event called Atomicon. It's one of the UK's biggest marketing events. And I went up to Newcastle and spoke to 200-300 people on stage and delivered this talk. Now, I made the decision straight away that I needed to capitalize on this and make it more than just a masterclass or a presentation. Like, what else could I do to ensure that I capitalized on the time at the event? So I decided I was going to capture as many leads as I could, and I needed some form of lead magnet, okay? Something that I could use to get people to give me their information. And I pushed out this free course using a QR code at the end of my talk, and it broke the internet. Maybe not the internet, just my site. There was too much traffic going to my website and it crashed.
Right, everyone calm down. This is where we start the 8 hours. We're going to go one person at a time. I don't know what to suggest. Who's clever?
So I want to show you how we got over 700 leads just by putting one 30-minute presentation together, and how you might be able to do the same. I also want to prefix this by saying you don't necessarily need to do this on stage. You could just deliver this to a closed community, or you could potentially just deliver it as a live masterclass across Zoom. Obviously, snap it up if you do have the opportunity to present on stage, but if not, don't worry, you can apply this anywhere. So the first thing is to build the presentation. What are you going to talk about? What's going to be valuable to your audience? What mistakes are they making? And how can you over-deliver in terms of the value that you provide to them? So with every masterclass I put together, I use a very, very simple formula. ABC. Attention, breakdown, call to action. So attention is exactly that. How can I get my audience to pay attention to what I'm about to teach them? And my talk was called Winning Clients Online, the 5 Things They're Not Telling You. Sounds a bit intriguing. It's got a number in there too. The second stage, the breakdown, is where I like to break down either 3 or 5 mini topics that I can again deliver against in order to give the audience actionable takeaways that they can try and apply. And I'm kind of doing it in this video too. Then finally, call to action, important information about what I want this audience to do next. More specifically, what they need to do, how they need to do it, and why they should do it now. So I started my talk by telling people that they didn't need to write any of this stuff down. I was going to give it to them for free at the end. I then went through 3 key topics: content, systems, and DMs. And at the end, I had this big QR code on screen where people could go and download a free course instantly. And I spent the majority of the talk pointing out the mistakes that most people make and showing them how they could fix them at a very, very top level. What was wrong with their content? What could they do in DMs to get a better conversion rate? And what are the errors that they're making with their current systems and setups? So once we've built our presentation, we then want to turn it into a course. And this is step 2, building the course. Now, lots of people have misconceptions about courses. They think they have to be hours long. They think they have to pay for expensive software like Kajabi or Teachable or Thinkific, when in reality, a course can just be 30 minutes long and it can be hosted on a Google Drive or on Notion or Gumroad, for example. But getting into building the course, there are 3 stages. You want to structure it. We just use the presentation structure as an example, the ABC. Then you want to record it. And if you've already got a presentation, you can just screen record the slides. Then we want to upload it. And as I say, if you already have course software, even better. If not, Notion or Google Drive will do. So for structure, I advise breaking down each section of your talk into small, really digestible lessons of like 5 minutes or so. The course that I put together was called the Lead Gen Accelerator, and I broke it into 8 5-minute lessons. Next, onto recording. All I did was screen record the slides. Simple as you like. I use PowerPoint and a screen recorder called ScreenFlow, but you could just use Canva's built-in feature for free. Now, once we've recorded the course, we just need to upload it to our chosen software, whatever that is. Now, step 3 is really important. Creating a timeline and injecting some scarcity and urgency. Why should people download your free course or your freebie now? So what I chose to do was list this course for free for 14 days, and then told people after that 14-day period, I was going to charge £400 for it. That type of messaging will force people to act quicker because they'd rather not pay for something. Standard. Now, step 4 is distribution. How do we get people to actually download it or even find out about it in the first place? I looked at 3 avenues. First, the live talk. Secondly, through my content on LinkedIn and Instagram. And thirdly, using my email database. Now, when I was doing the talk live, as I mentioned, I had a QR code at the end of the presentation. For my content, I put out the specific message, driving fear of missing out, driving FOMO in line with the deadline or the timeline that I put in place. And for my email list, I just let people know they only had a few days to download this thing for free. Again, tying in with the urgency and the scarcity. Now, stage 5 is post-download. What happens after this person has downloaded the course? Well, there are 3 ways that we can nurture that person as a lead. We've got the course itself and the materials in there. We then enroll them into a series of emails, which I'll break down shortly, and we can also start to DM people that have downloaded. The course itself has a CTA or a call to action to get people to book a call with myself or the team. We've given them a taste of what we can do with the free course, but if they want help to actually implement that, then they're going to have to work with us directly. So we're constantly pushing the free call throughout the course. On top of that, we may send DMs to them and just ask how they're finding the experience. And if it turns out we might be able to help, we can then suggest a call there too. And we also have this email sequence, which is the next stage. So step 6 is setting up that email funnel. And our funnel runs on autopilot. So the minute someone signs up for the course, they're enrolled into a sequence of 7 emails over 6 days. The first email shows them how to get started and how to get the most out of the course. The second email gives them 3 tips on how to generate leads successfully. The third email reinforces some of the leads that we've helped people get and reminds them to go and start on the course straight away. The fourth email has a video with all of our client results, some really big wins, 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K months in some cases. And in this email, we're pushing them to go and book a call with us. The fifth email is a full explainer video of how our program works. And the sixth email is another video testimonial showing them the results that they can expect when working with us, how we help people craft their offers, what an effective content strategy looks like, and how to generate leads and close people on structured sales calls. And that's the whole process I went through, and it's pretty minimal. We've taken a 30-minute presentation, broken it down into small lessons, recorded those lessons, uploaded them to a platform, set up an email funnel, and pushed it out via the 3 avenues that I mentioned: the live presentation, our content, and also through emails too. And you might be wondering what results we got. Alongside the 700 plus leads that are running through our email and the course ecosystem, we also had a ton of new followers, tens of sales calls booked with loads more to come. On top of that, and probably the most important thing, is we now have a product that we can charge money for. We've built a product by simply building a presentation. So if you want to get your hands on the Lead Gen Accelerator course, it's only $399. You can hit the link under this video. Alternatively, if you want to find out more about how we help our clients win more clients for themselves, you can check out this video here where I go in detail about some of our strategies. That's it for this video. I'll see you in this video next.